was presented with Latte ASMR, and I ended up watching all of her videos as well. And it was interesting because through Latte I discovered that I really enjoyed ASMR in other languages as well. So I started seeing other Korean ASMRists, and then Gentle Whispering popped up on my feed, and as we all know, she is the queen of ASMR. So as of last year, I've actually been creating content for a really long time on TikTok, but I posted a lot of like K-pop content, and then I wanted to post more like makeup content and fashion. I mean, that's really what I actually wanted to do, but the algorithm on there can be so discouraging sometimes. Sorry, I felt like something was there. So last year I decided that I really, really wanted to do ASMR content just because it was something that I watched every single day and night, of course. But of course my anxiety and my self-confidence just didn't allow me to do it, and as you can see, I finally posted this year, which filming I think is the easier part. It's posting that I think takes a lot of strength, and I was just so taken aback by all the sweet comments, all the encouraging comments, that I really feel safe here. And I really do have a lot of fun creating this ASMR content. So I want to keep going to this happy place, and I hope to continue creating lots of content for you. So sorry for that background. I just took advantage that this was a different kind of video, I guess. So let's just go ahead and get started, okay? So the first trigger I have here is a keyboard. I got this back, well, last year. I got this last year for Christmas from my fiance. And I work hybrid. So I go in 3 days into the office, and I work 2 days from home. And I don't know about you, but having fun things like this really make working at home a very productive experience. And honestly, I definitely enjoy my workspace a lot more from home, because maybe one day I'll do a tour if you guys want, but my desk has like a lot of fun things that just make working from home really encouraging. So let's do some typing ASMR. just light up, and there's a couple of settings that you can use. It's not like a rainbow light, it's just like a bright white light, but I think there's 3 or 4 settings that you can use. So it's really encouraging to type. It makes answering emails a lot more fun, and it makes answering Slacks a lot more fun. And I'll share a fun fact, which is that I think a lot of people would think that pink is my favorite color, but my favorite color is yellow. It's just really hard to find yellow things, so I usually get a lot of pink things, but pink does bring me a lot of serotonin, so that's another reason why I have a lot of pink on my desk. Not to say that having yellow stuff wouldn't bring me a lot of serotonin, because I think one of the reasons that yellow is my favorite color because it reminds me of sunshine. It just reminds me of like happiness. I don't know if y'all know the Care Bears. The yellow one was Sunshine, and that one was my favorite. Lots of triggers today and lots of fun facts. Let me know what your favorite color is. Know if this is aging myself, but when you were in school, did you have to take like the typing test and then you found out how quickly you typed? I treated that thing like it was the Olympics. I can't remember what my PR was. What my score was, I don't remember. I should try to retake the test and let's see. Okay. Now, this shouldn't be new to you. You've probably seen this before. It's actually the cover to a Vanity Impressions brush set. My sister got me this for Valentine's Day. And I do like Hello Kitty, but my favorite Sanrio character is Cinnamoroll. You may have seen my phone case before in another video, but sorry to be that basic person. I just think he's so cute. But I also really love Choco Cat and Pochocco. But as we all know, those are kind of hard to come by. I agree, they are underrated and slept on. So I thought we can just do a little bit of tapping. And then I want to try the fishbowl trigger with this. Just bear with me. I'm just going with it as the video progresses. as I said, we're practicing. And practice leads to perfect, maybe. I hope so. Kind of looks like a bubble. Okay, so I want to try the fishbowl trigger using her little head. So let's go ahead, put it on top of your head. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it over. I'm just gonna go ahead in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you have to. You can hear me, okay? Can you hear me, okay? You let me know if it becomes too much, okay? If it becomes too much, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it up for you, okay? So just go ahead and let me know when you think that I should take it off. I don't want you to suffocate, so have someone saying that they really enjoyed it, so let's go ahead and try. In the last one that I did this, I did have a towel, so I think the sounds were a little bit more intense than it is right now. I really love hearing water in like spa role plays. Makes the experience feel so real. I really feel like I'm being pampered. Oh, that was my stomach. Probably could have gone away with it saying it was the water. But one thing about me is I'm always gonna out myself. Ooh, I kind of like that. I like the little twinks twinks. Almost kind of sounds like birdies too. Birdies at the fountains. Yeah, it sounds like little birdies beating themselves at a fountain. another trigger, wiping my hands off on my pants. Okay. The next thing I have here is brushes. I'm gonna try to do the little wave sounds that I've done a video on before, and that was the first time I tried it. I always see this one on TikTok lives, and I love how much people request it. And I realized that when people were requesting it, excuse me, it was because they said that it sounded like ocean waves, which I can see can be relaxing, which I can see how it can be relaxing to people. Me personally, fun fact, I'm afraid of the ocean. So maybe that's why I don't find it as relaxing, but I do think it's a really fun trigger, so we'll go ahead and use these big brushes. And we'll go ahead and brush the mic. So, another fun fact, since I'm afraid of the ocean, maybe you can guess that I cannot swim. I think I'm giving y'all some very important facts that you could use against me. Please don't. I will say though that I do still enjoy going to the beach because I still see it as a form of relaxation. It just reminds me of being on vacation, so let's just relax, 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 and go to sleep, 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 sleep. Relax, Another one that I see a lot of is scissors. I do want to do a role play of another Mean Girl ASMR. I did a lot of, I did like TikToks of that one, and it did really, really well. And I got like a lot more requests for that one. And then I posted it on here too for shorts. And I also got requests, so I definitely want to do a longer version of it in this landscape format. So I kind of want to do like a little haircut on there, like I'm cutting your hair. What else would I be doing? So let's just see your hair here and just kind of figure out what we want to do. Maybe just the split ends, right? Yeah, I don't want to cut too much off. I'm not a professional, so let's just go ahead and just pull here, just cut here, and this strand, and this strand, and this strand. And then, do you want bangs? Do you want some bangs? No? Yes? No? Well, I did it anyway, sorry. And then, it's okay, do you want me to cut mine? I wasn't gonna do it anyways. Okay, and let me just pull here and just cut. And then let me go ahead and pull over here and cut. Pull
creators, which is that they're taking a picture of you by going like, look over here and just look over here and just, I wonder if it sounds better having a staple in it. Might sound crunchier. I know what I need. I need a flashlight. That's the trigger. It's like a little, like, I'm gonna take a picture, and then the flash. I'm gonna take a picture, and pose, and flash. Take a picture, and flash. I'm standing it in. Flash. I take a picture, flash.
I want to get good at those sounds, but that's typically not the kind of ASMR that I watch as much. So when I do see it, I think it's a lot of fun, and I want to be able to give you everything and just be open to it. So I think I have to practice this one a lot more and look it up and look up the original creator as well.
I don't know how much I like that one. I wonder if the sound would be better if I used a tinier stapler, like a little bitey. So I'll try to get a smaller one and see if that's better, and a flashlight. I'm still compiling all of my props. Okay. This next one, I have this belt. Another fun fact about me is I love to accessorize. I wouldn't say I'm a maximalist, maybe. I wish I was. But I'm something in the middle of maximalist and minimalist. But I do like to add a lot of belts to my outfits. I also like to be a little untraditional by using belts sometimes as necklaces. I just like having fun with it. Like, fashion is such a great way to express yourself, and yeah. Another fun fact is I went to fashion school. I didn't study fashion design, as many people might assume. I studied visual communications, which is essentially a program that had a lot. I went into that because I wanted to do visual merchandising, which is like doing window displays and just like the layouts of stores. I didn't go in that direction, but in that program I also learned about interior design, graphic design, social media, PR, and I also did I say set design? I also did that, which I really, really enjoyed, and wanted to go into a program right after that that was a specialty in set design, but I missed the deadline of when I had to apply, so I didn't end up doing that, and instead I went to the same school and I got my bachelor's in business management. That was a very helpful course, but that one was all about, like, dang, like lots of math. Let me tell you that. Learned a lot about accounting. Learned a lot about business law, psychology too, but like the psychology of consumers. A lot more about like creating your own business. What else would it be? But anyways, I really like jewelry ASMR, and I've been really bad about it, but I typically have rings on all the time, and I have a ring for each finger, and I usually wear about like a whole necklace stack too, like 3 to 4 necklaces and earrings. I haven't been feeling myself lately, so you know, when you don't, it's really hard to like do all those extra things. But hopefully you'll see me in videos again soon where you can see me accessorize more. But anyways, I keep sidetracking. I really love hearing jewelry, just like click clack click clack. So I like the sound of this one. It's a belt again. And I think I thrifted this. I can't remember where I got this from.
It's interesting because I don't like the sound of change, like pennies, quarters, nickels. Like, I don't know why that sound gives me the heebie-jeebies, but I like this.
Thing I have here is a book. I think you've seen this one before. Another fun fact for you. When I was younger, I used to read a lot. I would go to the library and I would check out like 5 books. And I would read them all in, I think you had like 2 weeks to return them, and I would read them all. Some of the things I remember is reading the Twilight series. I read Breaking Dawn in 1 day. Maybe that's not a flex. I feel like a lot of the people did that. but it was the last book, so I really wanted to get it out of the way, and I stayed up all night finishing it. But now I don't read, which shame on me, but I've really noticed that I don't have the attention span for it anymore, and I'll go ahead and blame social media for it. But yeah, I wish I could sit down and read a book. I really want that lifestyle for me. Excuse me. But I got this book recently at Barnes & Noble. I am really into like what your dreams mean, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I have some weird dreams. So I've only played with this book for ASMR videos, but
I should definitely read a little bit more into it, so I think we'll flip through some pages together and read a couple of the pages. So this one is called Dreams and Symbols, and it just breaks down like different categories to go over, like natural elements, objects, the body, human figures, vegetation, animals, places. So let's just kind of scroll through. So we have waterfall, and then it tells you like the meaning of the dream and then the meaning of the symbol. So a waterfall splits the landscape. It is a breach whose force flows onto a precipice, creating movement that contrasts with the towering rocks. Its roar balances the silence of the rocky cliffs, and its power reminds us how the immutable is part of a flow in perpetual movement. A waterfall is considered a flow whose power nourishes the dark realms of the underworld, from which it rises upward to reappear in ours. It is strength, a roar, an abyss, an eternal movement. In China, it represents the element of water in the form of a dragon. That was pretty cool. Let's look at swan. So, the appearance of a swan in war dreams is identified with the appearance of an archetype that speaks to a lunar beauty and a bond between opposites. It is also a symbol of melancholy. Sorry, I have to break for a little bit. Have y'all seen Megamind? I've always laughed when he said melancholy. I don't know why, that's like the funniest thing ever, and whenever I see the word, it reminds me of it. My apologies. It is also a symbol of melancholy, passion, and pleasure fulfilled in itself. A positive figure able to lead us beyond life and death. With its song, the swan was dear to Venus, goddess of beauty and love. Its immaculate whiteness harkens back to the concept of an honest nakedness, while its phallic neck and soft body instead represent supreme union or the realization of our highest desires. Well, I hope I don't get in trouble for symbolizes a visceral connection, but also one of the mother that terrifies, a symbol of indifference and death. Some of these are a little dark now. Let's do sleep. Sleep is a tangible dividing line during our day, but it is also symbolic in our life. It marks a departure from the ordinary and from what we usually know in waking life. In various traditions, the symbolisms and rites connected to sleep are linked to the way in which that civilization evaluates death and the themes connected to what seems to be its opposite, namely dawn and awakening. Sleep is a key element of folklore, wherein it can be personified or where there may be sleeping deities. Oh my gosh, some of these are I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely dreamt of some of these dark ones. Let's do my fear, but I'm gonna try inaudible whispering, okay? The sensation of swimming in a dream is like that of the ability to move freely, to perform just that are not possible in conscious life. The act of swimming represents the freedom of the imagination, but also, if we run the risk of drowning, the only recourse to safety. Swimming can be confusion with nature, generating immersion in sacred waters, or return to the origin, the mother's womb, the beginning of our species, development. Okay. I think this one is just straight to the point. It's just a little box with rhinestones. Another fun fact about me is that I do my own nails. So I do gel X, and I have a bunch of colors and a bunch of charms. So it's kind of funny because my first ASMR video was the nail salon receptionist, and I did that because it felt like, it was close to me. But yes, I have a bunch of charms, and I don't usually use these a lot, but I like to have them on standby. So we can do a little bit of a shaking sound.
The last trigger I want to try is drawing on your face with markers. Another fun fact about me is that I really like coloring, and I specifically like the kawaii coloring books. Anything that's simple. I don't like the overcomplicated ones. Like, there's a lot of like, what is it, like floral ones? I don't like those. They're just really, really complicated. I saw this really nice one from Barnes Noble that was like Day of the Dead themed. It had a lot of like Catrinas and Calaveras, but it was like very complex for me. And as you've learned already, I have ADHD, so, or have a short attention span, so it's a little difficult for me to stay seated for that long. But this is a cozy hobby that I have acquired that I really, really enjoy. So I like to pour myself a glass of wine and just color. I also have one of these that is colored pencils because I like to use both. I like to do that edgy thing where you outline with the markers and then you fill it in with the colored pencil. So let's go ahead and just draw on your face a little bit. So let's take a look at your just okay, let's see, and then I can just triggers that I wanted to try, but my camera's about to die, so this could be a good pausing moment or end.